Hi, this is ShamanWeaver Shiela Baker for East West Books and for ShamanWeaver.com. So, welcome to April, and is it raining? Is it troubling in wherever you are? So I pulled a few cards. I've done the Shamanic Tarot for us tonight, and I'll start with the Visionary. So the first card that I picked up for April and for moving into this transition that we're so happily in is the Magician. So I'm going to put it up close so you can have a look. The Magician has all four elements, the air, the earth, the fire, and the water at her or his disposal. So what this is saying is it's time for us to use all of the elements. We've done this throughout infinity. We know this because the infinity sign is right there over top of his head. So we are the magicians in our lives. We create our lives, and this is what this card is really all about. It talks to us about stepping into your power, about becoming the person that you're meant to be. So that's a little bit of finding out about who am I. And as soon as you know that, you have the magician's tool of making that be a reality. So find out who you are. Talk to the magician. He's a wonderful helper in that, and then move forward. So the second card that I got for us tonight is that's the Visionary that we just looked at. This is the Enlightened Spiritual Warrior, and I did Warrior on purpose, and I added enlightenment and spirituality to it, because when you do that, you have the highest and best or better of all beings in mind as you go out into the world, being that warrior that we all need to be to actualize things. You can't manifest in your life if you don't have some warrior energy to get you off your butt and out there doing it. So this card is the Enlightened Spiritual Warrior. So what we know about this card, first of all, it's the Devil. I'm just going to peek out from the side, see? Okay, so the Devil. Now I'm going to put it up real close. Look at the chains that are around these people. Are they really being bound? Look at the cube that the Devil is sitting on. He can barely manage to sit on there. So this card says the only things that are holding you back are the chains that you're willing to leave there. So when I see this card, I'm very delighted, actually, because I know how to take chains off. You know how to take chains off. You're not doing the same old things that you used to do. So this says it's time for a revamping. So a practical thing, a shamanic thing that you can do, because it's always useful to make it practical, is you can get a necklace or a chain or a ribbon or a bungee cord. Put it around your neck and take it off. Put it around your neck and take it off. Put it around your neck and take it off. Be unbound by those things that are holding you back. Be inspired. Do it on an inspiration. Chains off. And release it. So the Devil is really all about that, letting go of the things that no longer serve. They're not going to serve. They really don't have you. You're allowing them to still stay there. So, Enlightened Spiritual Warrior, the Devil, bind the chains. Cut the chains that bind you. There you go. So the next card is the Teacher, because if you ask a question and you're willing to get an answer, you have the ability to have a lesson. So the Teacher card is the Two of Cups. I'm going to put that right into the focus there. Here we see a meeting of two emotional equals. And how do I know that? The Caduceus is here with a lion and some wings. Okay, so the meeting of two emotional equals is the Teacher. So where is it in the world that you're reacting to something? Where is something coming up and you are not in response, you haven't stepped back, thought about it, gotten responsible, the ability to respond, you've reacted. And that's what we do. We hear something and we're into reaction. So this card says the things that are up in your life, whether they're in the external world, the internal world, your physical world, your emotional world, or in your spirit world, are really the meeting of you and you wanting to make this right. and to do the healing on the emotional level. Cups are water, the element of water, they're emotions. So this is a big feeling time. So know that whatever is that's going on for you is a meeting of your equal. And since it's your equal, you're up to it. You know what to do and you know how to do it. Take a breath and then move forward in some way. You're no longer bound. This is about you in relationship to your emotional self. So the next card that I chose was the Healer. And this is another major arcana. So tonight we have 3 out of the 5 cards that I've chosen are major arcana. Divinity, God, Goddess, the big chicken in the sky, is trying to help us. So it's time for us to look and then to listen. And then after that, we get to take some action. So this card, the Healer, is the Wheel of Fortune. And what this says, all 4 elements are there, just like in the Magician card in the very beginning. So this is things sometimes will be up and sometimes they'll be down. It's always in flow. It's always in cycle. We're spiraling in, learning something, spiraling back out to bring it out into the world. So the healing is like, don't get attached to anything. Loving detachment. That's a gift. And then the final card that I chose is what I called the Magician, because you've gotten a lesson. You know what some action is to take. You've gotten a healing. And this is, let's make it practical. Bring it down to the practical world. So this is the Knight of Swords. So here we are. We're on a quest for some new ways of thinking. The old thinking, kaput, not functioning any longer. The Devil card holding us back. So it's time for something new. So he's off. The thing about the Knight of Swords is that sometimes he doesn't look and see where he's putting his feet, so he squishes little things. So this says be cautious as well. Think up new ideas. See if they'll work. Try them out. Be cautious, be mindful, and be patient. And then there was one more card that came to me tonight, and this card for all of us is the Sun. There you go. I'm going to put it right up. So the way that I like to think about this is our problems are only as big as a small child on a small pony, and everything is going to be all right. And what you know about your own life, if you look around, if you've gone through things, you've come out the other side, you've morphed, you've taken off the chains that bound you, you found your own emotional equal within. You went with the ups and downs and the flows of it all. You've found some new ideas, and then you made it all right for you. And this is exactly the process that we're in right now, is what's right for me? What are my values? Where are my emotional equals? What can I let go of? How can I be the magician? How can I go with the flow, bring in new ideas, and know everything's going to be all right? So I'm Shiela Baker, Shaman Weaver. It's a delight to do this for you. Thank you, East Best. Ain't that the truth? Thank you, East West, and blessings. Shh.